Greetings, my friends. This is Jules Mancillon. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I thought I come anyway to wish you a good day. I'm going to discuss a few ideas. It's very important to develop your telepathy, to develop your sense of telepathy. Personally, I've been working on that for ages, for decades. But with humans, you can only work telepathically with those who are aware of their telepathic gift. But it's not so much about that. It's about being receiving and sending and receiving telepathic messages with your higher self, with the angels, with the guides, with the ascended masters, with the creator. And so that's going to be very, very essential. For the card of the day is here and now, to always recenter yourself within the here and now. The highest wisdom is chop wood and to clean up to clean up a little bit and to prepare yourself for the next step, whatever, to get accustomed, to get acclimated. Well, we are right at the perfect place right now, and so we just need to prepare ourselves for what we've been asking for. And what we need to understand is the never-ending story. The drama of time and space will continue. We got to let go of that and not to dramatize, not to get involved in dramas. What we need to understand is why. There is a lot of questions, and be precise in your questions. Be very specific when you ask spirit, and you will see you'll receive very specific answers. Focus on joy, focus on light. But sometimes you can ask questions about the darkness, about the dark matrix, about all kinds of things. But it may not be what's essential, what's necessary at this time. So if you ask a question that's not the right question that your higher self wants to communicate, they're gonna wait till you ask the right question. So just stay open. But it's going to be a timing. I relate the message. It's my friend and brother, the Archangel Michael, who was saying in the coming time, there's going to be a timing element that's we're going to need information in the now. We're going to be encountering situation where we'll need the information here and now. So it's like we won't have the luxury of waiting for a channel message that comes from a video or a book to be written. We'll still make video, we'll still write books, but it's very important to ask your creator to connect you to the right guide, the right ascended master, to assist you in getting all the right information at the right time. And for spirit is the higher self is very close now, and so it's very much about activating your seventh chakra to open the door to the sky and to connect to this eighth chakra, the silver. There is a silver star, invisible star that is connected, that we share with a higher self, that's right above our head, and call on the beloved Archangel Uriel, who works in the silver light, the light of the mother, to assist you with the light of the future, to assist you in bringing this energy down to your consciousness, to your third eye, so that all those upper chakras needs to be really open, and the outcome will be a new life. There's a new life that is coming. Yesterday I was really I went into a really dark process. It was like a storm. There was like when I looked at my life, I attributed all the goods that I've been working for the Creator for so many years, and there's so much that's been achieved and accomplished from behind the scene on the inner planes on behalf of the Creator. But last night I attributed all the good in my life to God and all my errors to myself, which is in a sense, but I was really in a blaming mode in relationship to my sentimental and professional life, and it was like when God was saying, well, it's about to change, so just do not but for what we seek is to return to the planes we left before we descended on the planet. We all come from different dimensions. We all have a different spiritual connection. And right now we're just returning to that connection. We're returning to that higher planes. As a light body continue to unfold for this, there is a great deal of regenerations that is happening. So continue to cultivate that sense of connection and do communicate. Try to be open, create the silence, be still, learn to make silence within your mind. It is very important to do that and to take the time to tune it to those frequencies. And to connect to the cities of light. Cities of light are heavenly realms that exist in the atmosphere. For when we they portray the angels playing harps on the clouds, they're not playing harp on the clouds, but they live in cities of light in the atmosphere, and they see all that is going on. They minister from up there. Those higher realms are connected to the light ships as well. the higher planes, and so we will be able to travel. For now, it's like the best way to first you connect to your pillar of light, you anchor it into the earth, you connect to the pyramid, your pyramid of light in the fifth dimension, and from there you are able to connect to the nearest city of light. For me, is the one that connects to the most right now is the one above Paris. Eventually, all humans will be able to travel there back and forth, either through ships or dreams or visions or teleportation. There will be technologies as well that will be able to translate our consciousness from the physical realm into that realm. And there's many plans. I do have certain projects also that will be. Did I pull some cards? I don't know. Yes, I did. I did pull some cards that will assist the program. So we can, once we open the door to the sky, our consciousness is free to travel. Eventually, those cities of light is where the hierarchy, the spiritual hierarchy, minister over what's going on down on the planet. After the ascension, eventually, once the planet will be fully ascended, those cities of light will descend and fuse, merge with the physical realm, which will no longer be so physical. They will be more flexible, but also to understand that the everything I'm saying is in relation to what I feel, what I know, what I'm trying to share my highest wisdom and what I understand of the natural laws. But I can make mistake, yeah? So just filter everything through your heart. Although Spirit is often confirming that what I'm saying and what I'm doing and what I know is I'm usually on the right side of the light. So I'm usually on the balance energy. For it's all about balance and finding the center, and so. This the extraterrestrial contact will only happen after enough people have ascended. There's enough enlightened beings, because otherwise it would create too much shock. They need the first and second wave to be in their empowerment before the ET can show up, and then the third wave to assist the rest of humanity, the mass of humanity, with their physical ascension. So. But everything is perfect. Everything we just need to acclimate ourselves to that. And understanding also, we'll always be learning from there is always silent observer, no matter which dimension we're on, and we'll always be learning from those who are on higher level of consciousness, and we'll always be sharing or teaching what we know with those who are on the lower plane of consciousness. For we are all one. It is just that there is a program I thought could be good to implement on the planet as an education program. It was the idea is that at the age of 13 years old, every human, every child would be asked to become a tutor of a 13-year-old. And then every 13-year-old would have two tutors that would assist and guide them, and then those are 13 would have two tutors that are 15, those are 15 have two tutors that are 17, and that would create and those tutors will stay with us as family member, as friend, for the rest of our life. And then if a tutor doesn't work with a pupil, then it could be changed, of course, but that could create a strong assistance for children also, to be able to have those those who are a little bit older to assist them. Of course, there has to be they have to be in a good heart, and it has to be so some children are a bit agitated and they don't want them to abuse this power, but this may come in place. So it's something that could be interesting, I think, to be able to assist the process. In terms of the matrix, I wanted to thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And thank you so much for your donations. Right now, it's still my only means by which to survive. And that's why yesterday I was like, Spirit is talking to me about freedom and abundance. But when I looked at my life, it's like I feel like I felt the Creator. I felt but Spirit says everything's going to change. So I return to like, okay, peace. I'm just accepting what God is telling me rather than what my ego is complaining about. And I'm doing a private sessions as well. Now I've evolved my session. Now I'm able to, I'm still addressing all the questions that the person has, but I'm also able more to connect with the guides and the higher self of the person, to see what is what are the guides are trying to say that the person is not receiving. And so I'm finished with a song. Thank you very much for your presence also. I wanted to congratulate on the physical plane the new member to the BRICS, the Argentina, Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, the Iran, Egypt, and Ethiopia for joining the BRICS. I see thousands of videos that says it's the end of the dollar. It's not the end of the dollar. It's not the end of the euro. For those who have dollars or euros, they do not want it because they believe it's the end. I'll take them. We'll still be able to utilize that. It is the end of the centralization of the dollar around major international transaction. So it's very different. Yet if I open a gallery in China, I will probably take the yuan, or if I open a gallery in Russia, I will take the ruble. The ruble, yeah. Well, it's like as long as there is I think we're going to be returning to different currencies that will be backed up by gold or precious, some real asset eventually. And so so there is a deep transformation, but trust the process. Spirit was saying that Ireland is a great ally to the process of enlightenment. I do not know Ireland. I've never been there, but I'm really looking forward to go there. It's like they were talking to me about Stockholm as well. And I received a very strange message. You said I've received that message before, but it's kind of strange to be very proud of my son. And I don't know. I do not know I have a son, but I do have a son, and I should be very proud of the choices he's making and all that he's doing right now. I cannot disclose what I've been receiving, but so for in the 90s, I had a few relations with young women that I've never seen after that, and so probably one of them had a child, and there will be a reunification, so it's going to be quite nice. I have a daughter in California. I send greetings to her. I haven't seen her in such a long time. It will be such a pleasure to see her again. I saw her when she was a little kid. Now she's an adult. So my love to Natalia, and so all of that is coming together. Sometimes we do have to be patient. So I'm gonna finish with a song, and when you don't know a song by heart, it's really hard sometimes. This is not an easy song, but I'm going to try to sing it anyway. It's a song by Michel Legrand, a French composer that was made for a movie. It's called "The Windmills of Your Mind." Round like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning in an ever-spinning reel, like a snowball down the mountain or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's turning, running rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face. And the world is like an apple reeling silently in space, like a circle that you find in the windmills of your mind. Like a tunnel that you follow to a tunnel of its own, down a hollow to a cavern where the sun has never shone, like a door that keeps revolving in a half-forgotten dream, or the ripple from a pebble someone tosses in the stream, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple reeling silently in space, like a circle that you find in the windmills of your mind. Key that jingle in your pockets, words that jangle in your head. Why did summer go so quickly? Was it something I said? Lovers walking along the shore and leave their footprints in the sand. Is the sound of distance drumming just the finger of your hand? Picture hanging over or in a hallway, and the fragments of a song. Half remember names and faces, but to whom do they belong? When you knew it was over, you were suddenly aware that the autumn's leaves were turning to the colors of your hair. like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, and an ever spinning reel, like the images and wine, like a circle that you find in the windmills of your mind. It's a great song. There's a French version that's a bit more romantic, but this is a really, and it's not an easy song. I'm sorry I didn't do the. I will eventually learn all those songs, which will make them a lot easier to interpret, for some of them. For the observer of the day's determination to stay focused on the light, to stay focused on whatever the guidance, whatever your higher self, your God self, your master guide, your guardian angel, and your archangel, trust what comes from the higher planes, and trust what the highest wisdom is. The reward spirit is announcing me this amazing reward, and I'm so grateful for it. And so the rewards are coming. We don't do things to be rewarded. We do things from our heart. We do things because love cannot be indifferent. We do things because we feel we need to serve. We need to. But when we take care of God's business, eventually, sometimes I felt like for many decades I took care of God's business. I forgot my own business. But in a sense, I realized God's business and my business is the same business. We're all in this process of. Eventually the energies align. We want to do the will of God, the will of the Father in heaven, as the Christ said. What we need to understand is hope, to continue to be hopeful regardless of the difficulties that can show up, or regardless of the delays, regardless, to stay hopeful, to always have this hope. What we need to do is wealth, inner and outer wealth, to be acknowledged, to be in the gratitude and the expression of abundance. It is important, for that is really what the Creator is, my I am presence, my God self is showing me. And sometimes I'm complaining to say, well, it is fine to have all this virtual wealth in my astral body, that I can experience all this amazing abundance, but please send it down here so I can actually experience it down here. But I know it is coming, and the outcome is the revelations. The revelations that will be the revelation comes little by little, and drop by drop, and drop by drop. Then it flows, and eventually there'll be a great river that will continue to flow and flow continuously as we attune and become. For once we'll be fused with His I am presence. Will be for that takes a time. It is only God only knows when we're really ready to become one with this great powerful spirit. The very powerful spirit, and but just continue to cultivate hope, and to connect to this sense of abundance and freedom, and so that we inform the universe and be joy, be light as much as possible. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.